Bafethu sizozenze njani iy'ngane zethu zamantombazane ngempela? Sizobafihla kuphi la bengeke baze ba-experience izinto thina ezizi-experience-ile? La bengeke khona baze bay'thole besey'mweni thina esidlule kuzona, ngoba siyawazi ama-harassment owatholayo ematekisini, in town, wherever, everywhere. Uma ngabe umuntu wesifazane deciding ukuthi awufuni ukukhuluma nomuntu wesilisa, umuntu ufuna ukushela awufuni ukukhuluma naye, umuntu ufuna inamba yakho awufuni nayo, and u-decide ukuthi no but ngeke ngize kunike inamba, and then at the end uzithole wena u-attack-helwa lokho. Our kids are going through the same thing that we went through, and angazi sizokwenza njani, guys. So this young lady here had an experience in it. She was so upset when she was telling her story on TikTok yesterday. I wanted to hug her. And the sad thing about it is that when she was attacked by these men, and the taxi driver that was there wouldn't say anything. She says ukuthi taxi driver just got on the phone, wazikhulumela ezinye izinto nabanye abantu efonini, wangabanaka the people that were harassing her in a taxi. Like right now, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up because my daughter needs to go to the salon. Kodwa yabo, when I woke up ngivele ngacabanga le story. And umntanami uComfortable uyakwazi ukusebenzisa ama-taxi if she needs to, uyakwazi ukusebenzisa amabhasi if she needs to. But today I was like, hey, ithi ngimhambise ngoba ngazi noma today is the day where I will be saving her from i-experience kanjena. Hayi guys, like le nto yokuthi umuntu wesifazane akakwazi ukuphila freely, freely nje. I mean, ubani ofanele aforce ukuthi anike omunye umuntu inamba? I mean, you don't want with your phone number and then umuntu is upset and attacks you, and abanye abantu abasetekisini basapotha leyo nto leyo. Siphilaphi thina guys, siphilaphi? Sizobafihlaphi abantwana bethu vele? Yo, hayi guys. Yo, hayi. All right, okay, thank you. Bye.
Hi guys, I know I don't look good. My name is Asanda. It's okay. I live in Durban, and I just got home from town, and on my way back I had a very bad encounter with a man I don't even know. He said his name was Duma. I don't know his surname. So in the taxi, I was in a taxi on my way back home. So in a taxi, bengihleli le ndawo le la kuhlala khona abantu abaku-3, like the one that's before the back seats. I was sitting there by the window. Him and his friend, I think, sit next to me. He comes in, he greets me. Okay, I greet back. Okay, cool. I'm really sorry. I'm just upset. He greets me. Okay, I respond. Because, guys, like, at this point, I'm even scared not to respond to. As I'm saying, I'm even scared now to not respond to a guy or a man who greets me, because what if in Delandelayo impama or iqub? So I respond all the time, even though I feel uncomfortable. I responded, and then he kept speaking to me. He could see that I was not interested. I was busy on my phone. He kept pressing me, and then he started forcing me to give him my number. I kept telling him, Muguti, I don't want to. Like, I told him that multiple times. I even told him that I'm with somebody. I am dating somebody. And then he left me for a while. And then he kept on pressing me, asking me for my number. And I told him, please leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I didn't feel comfortable. Okay. The taxi drops the first person. It's stopping. And then when the person jumps off, I jump off and go sit in the front seat because I don't even want to be there anymore. I go into the front seat. I open the door. I get inside. Should see the passenger door. I slammed it, which I really apologize to that driver. I apologize to him for slamming the door. I sit in front seat, and then I became a topic of discussion between, I don't know, if 4 or 5 grown men that I don't even know. It was a conversation whereby, like, siyashela thina. He kept on saying, I'm not saying ningashili, but like, if mina ngithi wena, I don't want to talk to you, like, leave me alone, leave me alone. Like, I said no, I don't know how many times. And I removed myself because I'm like, I've been keeping quiet. I told him that I don't want to, and he kept putting his phone on my face. I don't know for what. And I moved because what if he did something to me? I moved. I sat with front seat, and then when I was there, those men, showed his friends spoke. They were like, "When I share," and then I turned and said, I told him multiple times that I do not want to speak to him. Can he please leave me alone? He kept putting his phone on my face multiple times. Even when I told him, can he please stop? I told him nicely. He didn't do that. And then it became a joke ukuthi vele bona bayashela abezwe emadlebeni nani nani. Like, at this point, I don't feel safe anywhere. I'm so sorry. I don't feel safe anywhere. And I barely even go out because I'm afraid of men. I've been molested before. So this whole situation just triggered me. Not all men are a problem. It's just a few. And to all those men that laughed at what I was saying when I said I've been saying no to him and he doesn't want to listen, I wish you all the best.